Welcome back everyone to my Let's Play of the Final Fantasy Adventure. It's time for the bonus episode, and in this bonus episode, besides showing off the max stats on fighting Julius with those max stats, I'm just going to show off a few odds and ends that I didn't do during the game, just because I wanted to show off everything in the game. So the first thing I'm going to do here is, as you can see, I'm fighting the dragon in the Marsh Cave, but I don't have Julius with me. I did the cave solo, and just to show that, one, it can be done, and two, it doesn't change anything in the dialogue that we'll get when we get to Wendell. And then when we got to Wendell, we run into Julius again there, and he's like, "Hey, remember me?" And then Julius takes Badger away when the monsters attacked it. And Draven's like, "Hey, what are you doing? You helped me before." We're still going to get that dialogue, even though, as you can see here, we're not going to have Julius help us out here. Yeah, it's a little bit tougher without Julius, but it can be done. It just takes a little extra time because Julius's fireballs do some extra damage to this dragon when you fight him, so. But still use if you decide not to use Julius for whatever reason, you maybe want to challenge yourself, you still just fight him the same way, go above and below him, hit him with the sickle. And speaking of the sickle, that's the weapon we'll use when we finish Julius off at the end of this episode with the max stats. So here we are in Wendell, and there's Julius, and he just acts like we, as if we had his help. Because he's acting like, he knows us, even though we totally ignored him while we were in the Marsh Cave. Didn't even talk with him. But he'll still tell us that, hey, you helped us before. So, remember this cutscene where the monsters attack Wendell, and then when we step outside, we say, "Julius, why are you doing this?" When we find out that the man is Julius, we're like, "Hey, why are you doing this, Julius? You helped us." But he didn't help us, at least in this episode. You helped me once before. No, he didn't. Speaking of help, what did help us in the last, during the playthrough, was we ended up getting the chocobo before we did the Medusa's Cave. We had abandoned the chocobo and we went up Mount Rocks to get back to Castle Glaive. But the chocobo returns to us and helps us out when we fall off the waterfall for the second time. Remember, Dr. Bow Wow finds the chocobo and mechanicizes his legs because you see that the chocobo fell off the mountain too. But this time we're not going to have the chocobo with us, but the game will still act as if we did get the chocobo with us. This is something that the speedrun does, because you're going to get the chocobo anyway. You can save time by not picking up the chocobo right now, like when you first get to the desert area here with Jad. So it just saves a little bit of time, not having to get the chocobo. You're going to get him anyway, so. And we'll see that here, but I'm just going to climb up to Mount Rocks and stop where we would have dropped off the chocobo, or where we drop off the chocobo in the actual Let's Play. So I remember we took our chocobo up to here, but remember the chocobo can't enter dungeons or towns, so you just had to leave him out here. But the game will just pretend that we took him out here, because we'll get the same dialogue when we end up in Ish, when we fall down, so. So now we head back to Glaive Castle. We fell down here. And we're going to get rescued and taken over to the village. There's the chocobo. We saw that there's a second chocobo that our chocobot ends up, I guess, marrying and having kids with at the end of the game. We'll get the dialogue that, see that? A boy's fallen. Oh, yes. A birdie is falling too. But we didn't get the bird. But yeah, see, the game just still acts as if we did get the chocobo, so. That's one thing we could skip, so. I'll just keep this in here, because just to show that, yeah, the chocobo will be over there at Dr. Bow Wow's getting his legs mechanized so we can walk on the water. I don't know how mechanized legs like make him walk on the water. You figure they'd make him sink, you know, because of metal, but I don't know, maybe they're special to like hovercraft legs or something. I don't know. But you get the chocobo no matter what, so let's go. So yeah, this go and play through it again allowed me to, like I said, I messed up with the getting 2 stamina, so I wasn't able to kind of max out my stats. So I figured, hey, I'd go through the game again, and while I was going through the game, I was like, let's show off some different things that, you know, I didn't really show off because I wanted to 100% show everything off the game. So yeah, still talking about all the stuff. Chocobo is being treated at Dr. Bauer's. Yep, see? So even though we never picked up that chocobo, apparently his egg hatched and he followed us here. So and we got these NPCs getting in our way. Boo. So that boy's gonna get in our way again. But yeah, we head over to Dr. Bow Wow's and there's our chocobo. He's in the in here, so. Dook. Now, once we got the chocobo and he was allowed to walk on water, we went to Wendell to talk with Chiba, and then Chiba directed us to the south, to, well, we were directed to the south to the snowfields, to the town where Chiba was hanging out at, to help the people with the monsters. But you can do things out of order, and I'll be doing that real quick here. But first, I'm going to go to this area here, and I'm just going to show off this elixir farming trick. All you have to do is defeat these enemies, and the elixir pops up. I didn't do this during the regular playthrough because I didn't want to, you know, abuse elixirs. But if you want to abuse elixirs, you can sell them for money, or just use them as good items. But all you have to do is defeat the enemies, save your game, restart and continue, and the enemies will respawn, and every time you defeat the enemies, the elixir will reappear. So it's a great way to get elixirs real quick. I know you can get elixirs at the end of the game, farming them off the ninjas, but this is a much easier way to get the elixirs. So, right now, I got the nuke spell already, even though if you notice, I don't have the ice sword or a bunch of the other stuff that I got, because you can, as soon as you, like I said, as soon as you get the chocobo on the water, to walk on water, you can go right to this and get the nuke spell. Speaking of chocobos, here's something interesting this chocobo can do. If you get moogled, all you have to, and the chocobo is with you, all you have to do is the ask command, and you'll get on your chocobo, then you hop off the chocobo again, and the moogle will be taken away. So that's one way you can get rid of moogle without having to wait around. And here we are at the max stat area. Got to level 99, maxed out experience on the left there, even though it looks like we can go another level. But the only thing that didn't max out was our MP for whatever reason. We ended up with 98. But that's okay because with all these max stats like this, even using the weakest weapon that we have, the regular battle axe, Julius is not going to prove to be any difficulty. So we're just going to basically curb stomp him and roll right over him because our stats are so great that it doesn't matter that we're using this weak weapon. I know they hyped the game up, so the Excalibur sword throughout the game so much that it's your only option, you know. But yeah, if we would have kept the broadsword, we could actually, you know, defeated Julius with the broadsword, with the worst weapon in the game. But you have to get rid of some equipment to keep equipment. So, but like I said, the axe is not much stronger than the regular broadsword. Actually, funny thing is, it makes this phase pretty easy with Julius. Because the way the axe swings, we're pretty much hitting him all the time with the axe, and we're not taking a lot of damage because once again, when he's flashing, he has that like invulnerability phase, and he can't hurt you while he's, you know, in that invulnerability phase. His I frames, his invincibility frames, that prevents you from, of course, just like spamming attacks and taking him out like that, but then it also prevents him from, you know, doing contact damage to you, so... Yeah, we just hang up here at the top and swing our axe, and Julius foolishly just keeps wandering into our axe. He doesn't decide that, hey, maybe I should go to the bottom and hang out down there, because Draven's hanging out here at the top and giving me a headache. Now, you can use the axe to defeat this final form of Julius, but, you know, I wanted to go with a weapon that doesn't seem to get a lot of use in the game, and that's the sickle. We basically used it once we got it. It was our best weapon. But not long after we got the sickle, in the Marsh Cave, we ended up going to Ket's Manor, and we got the chain, which is just so much better. We only used the sickle then after that to cut down a few weeds here and there, and then in the silver mines to hit the switches on the rail cart. But yeah, the sickle is just doesn't get much love, so let's show the sickle some love here and finish off Julius, the final form of Julius, with the sickle. The long reach of the sickle helps when Julius is just out of range. Remember, Julius doesn't appear in the same place twice in a row, so I play a little more cautiously here, even though I don't need to. But you can see, like, if you're doing a cautious approach, basically hang out where he last appeared and just wait there until he reappears. Wait until he moves his hands, and then when his hands are off to the side, then you can move in and start hitting and dealing your damage. As long as you don't attack and you have the Aegis shield, those fireballs that he shoots at you, they'll get blocked by the Aegis shield. The sickle's also doing a good job of, you know, taking them out too, so that was an added bonus that the sickle has. And take down Julius's nuke spells. But if you were just using the Excalibur, actually you just walk in front of him and use your Aegis shield to block, so... And that finishes up the Final Fantasy adventure. I hope you come back and watch other playthroughs of mine and have some... see the other adventures of other ratty heroes. Take care, have a good one, thanks for following along, have a good day. Bye.